Everybody, this is Eric Brown again, your Beverly Hills and Los Angeles real estate agent, bringing you the best of LA, where we share cool local businesses here in the Los Angeles and California area that I think that you should know. And so today I've got a really cool treat. I'm going to introduce you to one of the owners of Rock of Cages. And what's that, you ask? Well, I'm going to let him dive right in. So let's go ahead and begin. Tell me a little bit about Rock of Cages, my friend.
Well, sir, we all started when our dogs at an advanced age. We had two small dogs that were 8 and 10, and they we had to start crating them at night because for different training reasons. And I did not like the wire crates. They just were cold and not very feeling. The dogs didn't really. I mean, you put enough bedding in there, they were fine with them, but I wasn't. So being a carpenter by trade, I made one. I made a crate, and my wife just was flabbergasted when I brought it home, and she said, "We have to turn this into a business." And she literally put it out on Facebook Marketplace, and she was getting calls, probably 20, 30 calls and messages a day, from friends and people she knew who wanted one. And it just took off from there. That was, oh my gosh, 7 years ago. And it hasn't slowed down since. It's been a real blessing.
I love it. There's this podcast called How I Built This. It's done by one of the hosts of an NPR show, National Public Radio. And How I Built This, every episode is a different business that is now nationally or internationally known, but how it got started. So the founders of Home Depot or Atari or Chuck E. Cheese or Burt's Bees, all of these different businesses. And it's so interesting how they followed the concept that you just explained, which is we found a need. We did it for ourselves personally because it was a passion project for us, and it's turned into something. And so it's very fun for me to see how this will mature as you go along. So I'm assuming not only does your wife love it, but your dogs love it too.
Oh, amazing. We get a lot of people aren't big fans of crating your dogs because they don't understand the training that goes into it. And my dogs will literally spend the entire day relaxed when they're not playing in their crates with the doors open. That's their safe spot. That's their safe zone, and they just love theirs.
So I'm sure everyone can imagine what the typical metal crate looks like. It's pretty common. So what makes yours different or special, not only for you and for your purchasers, but also for their pets?
Well, because people really have no tolerance for this ugly metal crate in their living room, dining room, in their family room. So what we designed is these are pieces of furniture to replace a buffet or something in the dining room, or we do a lot of entertainment centers with shelves along the top for we call it a media shelf, and the crate down below. And that way the dogs are where the family is. And it's a nice piece of furniture with drawers, with shelves. And we have some pretty creative customers who have designed their own, that their design has gone on to be very popular with all of our customers. So it's
That's
been
awesome.
it's been a real joy to watch this morph into this amazing business that was started out, making a few cabinets.
I think that's great. And so where do you see business going now that you said that you've been 7 years in? What's up next for the next year, 7 years?
Our goal is to grow our business every year. It's just we need to find more. We need to find additional personnel that can help keep up with the demand. And in this labor market, that's been our biggest Achilles heel is finding help. So just expanding, and we've had offers from some furniture chains to possibly put together, and if I could fill an order for like 500 crates.
Right.
And right now we're not in that position to do that, turn an order like that in a month.
Sure.
Because right now everything's hand built, it's all custom, and we're building about 80 to 100 a year.
Sure.
So to turn out 500 in a month or two is it's a little bit out of our wheelhouse right now.
But what a cool opportunity. Like the fact that you have that in front of you and you get to see this demand, which is in essence a compliment to what you've created, which is wonderful.
You know, it's really humbling because for many years, you know, I was a general contractor and I built houses. And it was, you know, it construction isn't for everybody, and the business of construction really was taxing for me. So we literally fell into building dog crates by accident, and it's been a real joy. I mean, the fact that your customers and a lot your clients a lot of times are the dogs, and you get to go hang out with really cool animals that are happy to see you, and most of them. And it's like I said, it's really been a blessing, the whole thing taking off like this.
Well, it's funny your background in contracting and building houses. I'm obviously helping people buy and sell houses like the one here behind me. And what you quickly recognize is a house is a home, and not to start to wax philosophical, but the same thing can be said of Rock of Cages, where you're now creating not only an aesthetic within someone's home, but also a home for their pet. Like as you said, a place where they love to hang out.
Well, you know, and what I've actually, you know, it to my dogs, it's literally like they have their own room in the house. It's just because dogs by nature, they live in dens and tight spots, so they don't want a large area. They have these, you know, condensed areas, and they feel safe when they're in these areas. So
Hey, thank you so much for sharing all of that. I'm sure people are going to be interested and want to know. We're going to put all of your contact information here on screen so they can get in touch with you. But if someone wants to know how long it takes to build, can they be involved in the creative? What is pricing like? What's the best way for folks to find out?
best way is to reach out to us at either on Instagram or Facebook. We're developing our website right now, so that's not up and running as of yet. But they can reach us at both, like I said, Facebook and Instagram at Rock of Cages.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it so much. This was such a cool business, and I know you're here in California, and we may not be extremely local to each other. But do you service just your area, just
Oh,
state, everywhere in the country?
we do ship. We ship all over the United States. We just had a crate picked up this morning that's going up to Portland area, Washington State. We've shipped to upstate Washington to actually one of our celebrity clients, and all over the U.S. really. So we work with some shippers that are actually pretty reasonably priced. So it makes it so we can supply our product to all over the U.S. Even shipped one down to Mexico last year.
That's
So we're now
awesome.
international.
That's fun. Well, again, thank you so much for sharing your story. This was wonderful. Again, everybody that's listening, like I said, we're going to include all contact information here. Please get in touch with Rock of Cages. I would love for you to be able to touch base and learn more about their business and hopefully add a cool little home to your home as well as for your pet. So as always, this is Eric Brown bringing you the best of LA, signing off.